Hi, what's the crack? Not that type of crack. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. My voice is going because I am getting sick thanks to my bro that has got me sick and also the rain. So as you know from my last video, I turned 19. I've seen lots of videos and they like number the things they've learned by the age they've turned. So 18 things I've learned, 19 things I've learned. I had it written, this list, last year for my 18 things I've learned when I turn 18. I hope that's how I say it. 18 things, wait, hold on. Yeah, 18 things I've learned in 18 years. I didn't record that video because I didn't do the full 18, and you know, your girl is not reliable. Let's get on with the video. Money isn't everything, but it does help a lot. The whole thing like, money isn't like the main part and it doesn't solve all your problems, it doesn't make you happy or whatever, but in some cases it does. Now recently Casey Neistat put out a video called Rich versus Poor, and he's basically saying how money doesn't make you happy, but for poor people it does. That like we care about when we are financially stable. We have like so much other things to care about, like your health or happiness or whatever. But when you're poor or you can't afford stuff, you're worried about like your rent and food and all that stuff. But I feel like when you got those stuff covered that are financial based, then you don't really need to worry about money. But you also notice like people get somewhere when they have money, like they've known people and they have money and they can kind of pay, so it's easier. So in one part it's not everything, but at the same part it does help a lot. But that's some things that you have to kind of like tell the difference. It's not going to make you happy, it's going to help, but it's not the main thing. So this is a quote that I really like, and it kind of like helps you in some ways. So you're not perfect, and it's like you can be the juiciest peach in the room, but there's always someone that doesn't like peaches. Where it's like you can be perfect, everything anybody wants, but there's always someone that's going to be like, no, I don't like you. And that I think when you learn that, it really helps, and that helps with anything you do, because you're like, oh my god, okay, when it's in your head, and no, obviously it doesn't go to your head and you're like, oh my god, everybody hates me. But when it is like, listen, some people aren't going to like me, and that is fine. So this one, I saw it on a video. It was like choosy beggars, and like people like want big things. Or no, I don't even think it was. I think it was like Nice Girl or something like that. And it was like, oh, I want a guy like this, I want a guy like that, I want a guy like this. And the commentary girl was like, I follow the rule of 70-30, where there's 70% of someone that you like, and then the 30% you don't like. You just need to pick what 30% you can bear with friends and relationships and whatever else. I think that's the best thing. It's the 30% that you can bear. Like if they're lazy, you're like, okay. What I can't bear is people that like don't get what I'm saying. Like when I explain like easy things, they continue to do the opposite. No, okay, we're getting into a rant now, okay, moving on. So the next one is write down nearly every day, or days that you've achieved something, or once in a blue moon events. I have journals. Now I have been lacking doing journals because there's nothing to really journal about, but when I was doing fourth year and we done everything, oh my god, like I love looking back. I even have pictures, and that's also something. Just document everything, video, photos, write it. My Italy journal, so the journal that I got in Italy, I have like what I've done. So just like the personal stuff, like, oh, I done this, I done that, but also I vlogged it. So I have pictures, I have videos, and I have a journal entry. So like the stuff that I wouldn't really put in the vlog, it's personal, like we done this. And then some things that we like put in the vlog that I didn't really like put in my journal, because can't really like put a video in a journal or whatever. And just like funny things that like I forgot about, and I'm like, oh my god. So having them all together and them kind of like linking in with each other, it's like the nicest thing. So I would say have a journal or a diary or whatever, because just even looking back, like I wish I could have kept more journals when I was younger. I really want to cringe, look back at myself and be like, oh my god. Anyway, keep a journal. Have a backup plan, okay? Because you know, we don't know what you're doing. Some people say don't have a backup plan because you're going to focus on that B and A. Focus on the A, but at the same time, kind of have your back. Like, I want to do this, but I also want to get a job. What will happen if that doesn't work? I don't know. Even though I said have a backup plan, I have no idea what to do. Maybe go to college and do interesting things. I don't know. I'll probably find a course that I would like, but it's not my main plan. I could still work. I could try something else. But like, have a backup plan for everything. Like when you're burning to dinner, have like a frozen pizza and then just put that in the oven. It's like, listen, gonna have spaghetti, but never having this. For anything, really. It's funny how I said have backup plan and then I have no backup plan. Well, as soon as you are legal to drive in whatever country you're from, learn how to drive as soon as possible. Now I can't drive yet, and I'm kind of terrified of driving. I know people that can't drive and they're like, oh, I wish I could drive, and they're like in their 30s or whatever, and I'm just like, it would help if you could drive. So learn, please, because oh my god, you will regret it. Like, even I'm like, why did I not learn? I should learn now. It's actually bucket list for this year. Learn how to drive, or even do a theory test. You know what? Start off small. I want to learn how to drive. Theory test this year. Have to do it. If I don't, have to put a bucket of icy water over my head. So we'll check back into Chelsea's journal in December, yearly view, and see how that goes. Small boobs are great, and I don't know why I like to say that, because there's like this stigma of like, oh, big boobs are so good, and even I thought that. I was like, damn, I love a pair of big tits, me. I would, and I think one of the reasons was there was this girl. 2 of my friends might know of her. And she wasn't fat. She was over this hot. I don't know how to do. It's like she wasn't. I'm not trying to be like, oh my god, I don't want to offend her. She was just like a little bit big, and I'm like underweight. And she's like a little bit overweight, like she's nearly average. I'm like underweight, so like I can't help my skinny little figure, okay? Teen girls like me don't have the biggest boobs. And let's be honest, if I did have a C-cup, I'd look ridiculous. But obviously when you're 14 and insecure, you're like, I'm gonna get a boob job. And I was like, I am adamant, I'm gonna get a boob job. Then I thought about it more and I was like, do I want to do it for myself or do I want to do it for this girl? And I was like, I actually don't mind. There is benefits. If you wanna see a video on this, I'll make a video because I have a list. Less pain, less attention. You can make them bigger. It's just, if girls, obviously do what makes you happy, but just think about it. And this is just for anything. If you're insecure with something, actually think, do you want to change it because you want to change it, or you want to change it because to make other people happy? Like the whole peach thing, you can do anything. You can be perfect. You can have the biggest boobs, biggest ass, whatever. Someone's gonna like, no, that's not good enough. You're never gonna be good enough, and that's just a fact. So just be good enough for you and you only. You don't need to drink to have fun. Now I know this girl that she is like, oh my god, you need to drink to have fun. Oh my god, like get pissed, get wasted. You don't. I would like to remember my night, and I'm sorry if I am dry or sad or boring, but that's just me, okay? So let's get that out of the way. If I don't want to drink or I don't want to get pissed. That is my own business. Okay? There could be reasons behind it as well. One of the reasons is I don't like headaches, and hangovers sound awful. I like to remember my name. I freak out when I can't remember where I put my pen. Are you expecting me not to be freaked out what, like, a chunk of time I'm missing from my brain? I am sorry, that is scary. If someone was like, here, take this thing and you'll get really bad headaches and like miss like 7 hours of the day, and you're doing crazy stuff, I'd be like, that should be illegal. I know I'm not this Debbie Downer that's like, drinking should be illegal, but be careful. You don't need to be pissed to have a great time. I'm the type of person that if there's good energy, vibes, but if there's like good energy and people are like happy and doing their thing and loving themselves, I'll feel that. There's another thing. If someone doesn't want to do something that you want to do, don't force them to do it. There's like a little hidden advice as well. Oh my god. The difference between drinking and getting drunk. Like when I'm out, like I said, and I have like a few drinks, and you're like, oh my god, you need to be pissed. I'm sorry, you can go with a few drinks, be a little tipsy. There's no wrong with being a little bit tipsy, you know, that's fine. Tipsy is great, whatever. But getting absolutely shit-faced is not good. Have you ever been tired and you're trying to do stuff when you're tired? It is a disaster, and I just want to kill everybody that looks at me. Literally, when someone's looking at me, I'm like, I will fucking fight you. So yeah, it ain't good. It ain't good, darling. It ain't. School. Probably I should say this after. School. I'll check back in with you in a year's time. But school is not the best years of your life. Now I remember we were in 3rd year, and my general studies teacher, I don't do Irish, so we go to like this spare extra class. What's it? Free class. Oh my god, I couldn't think of the word. Right, and he was talking about how I think they got bullied in school, and the teachers, like back then in Ireland, Catholic Ireland, when it was really strong, you were allowed to hit your kids. It was just awful. It was saying, the school isn't for everyone, and it's not the best. Like, some people dread it, I dread it. And the worst thing is that I'm finished my mocks, and it feels like I'm finished school. People that do mocks, does anybody feel like that? I'm kind of glad that midterm was before the mocks in a way, because if I had that week off, I just wouldn't go back. I just would be like, no, I'm finished. Anyway, school isn't for everyone. Most people don't enjoy it. Some people do. But saying, I understand, like, you don't have to pay taxes, you don't have to worry about things, but like the whole independence and actually being treated like an adult and being talked to like an adult seems amazing. I don't mind paying taxes if I get to be treated like an adult. And also the little bullshit they do. Like, oh, in the real world, honey, no, that doesn't happen. No, you know how we feel when you talk to us like that. Teachers either will make you love a subject or will make you hate a subject. Give history, for example. History. So in 1st year we had this teacher, Miss Nawiri, and I can say her name because she's not in school anymore. And she was a nice teacher. Now obviously the history of 1st year is kind of boring. It's kind of like Bronze Age, all that stuff, like before we actually went into civilization, medieval stuff, blah blah blah. Not like world wars and like famine and all the interesting stuff. No offense to any historians that like ancient times. But so in the last few weeks of being in 1st year, she was like, oh, I'm going to Kenya, like to live there, and I'm retiring. So we're like, oh shit, okay, so obviously it's a new history teacher. So we got this teacher for 2nd and 3rd year where we learned interest in history, and she used to scream. Not like, what are you doing? Like when she taught, she just shouted, and it would like I would come out with my ears aching, and the air freshener. Oh my god, it's bringing me back, and I hate it. But anyway, she wasn't. It's not like she was best. I just didn't like her as a person, and because of that, the subject that I liked and I wanted to be interested in, I hated. It was kind of because of her. If it had been Miss Naviri teaching it, I would have loved that. I would have loved it so much, especially with interest in history, like born history. I was like, oh, I guess. But interest in history and a bad teacher just shows that like born history with a good teacher is better than like interest in teacher with not even a bad teacher, a teacher that you don't like. And she was patronising, like she'd talk down with you and be like, oh well, Next one, sorry if it's getting dark. In Ireland currently we had a heat wave, snow, and now rain, so take it how it is. So you'll have to say goodbye to a lot of people. Now obviously I don't mean death, which I mean it is a factor, but like I said, teachers, like this year, the amount of teachers that have left and they haven't actually said goodbye, so like is that really goodbye? But like that's something about life, that there's gonna be people that come in there for a short while, there's gonna be people that are there for like most of your life that just go without explanation sometimes. So sometimes they could be like, oh I'm traveling, or like sometimes they could die, and sometimes they're just like gone and you find out some sketchy stuff where they're like, oh shit. Gift sets and gift cards are the worst presents to buy, and it's okay to ask for money. If someone's like, oh I want money for Christmas, I like, or my birthday, okay, gift sets, unless you know the person and you know if they're like, oh I want this set, get them in. But honestly what I do, I make a little set of my own, so I know what they like. I buy the little random things, put them in a little shoebox, and it personalises. You're welcome, here you go. Gift sets and gift cards are the worst. And gift cards, you know those all for one cards. If you don't know what an all for one cards is, an all for one gift card, it's kind of like, you know the gift cards that you get in Keaton's or Penny's or even like Walmart for you Americans, or Target or whatever, or you can use it in that shop and you have so much money. All for one is like you can use it in multiple shops, but it depends on if they do all for one gift cards. So if you go into a shop and they don't do all for one gift cards, you can't use it. And only a certain amount of shops do that because they have their own gift cards. Obviously they want you to pay for their card because the money still goes to them in a way. And as well, with the all for one gift cards, you can get them in like the post office, so the money really doesn't really go to them, you kind of lose it. Also, from my auntie, she got one just a couple of years ago, and she hadn't used it for a couple of months. I think it was for her birthday or Christmas, but she was gonna to buy something, and I think it was like €25, or like it was €50 or something, €50 gift card. And when she went to pay for her stuff, they were like, oh there's only like €25 on this. She's like, what they do is, after a certain amount of time, they start deducting the amount of money on your cards until there's nothing left. So if you don't use it in a certain amount of time, the money gets taken off it gradually. Now I don't know how much money is taken off by how much time, but yeah, money gets taken off, so it's just ridiculous. Just give them money, or make them a set, personal set, or if they like something that you know they like, they want, just buy it for them. Ta-da! Like obviously, but money is the best, like let's be honest. Me, with everything I do, don't leave it to the last minute. Obviously you know my stories about my home ec things and other stuff. Even when I pee, I leave it to the last minute. It's not good. Don't leave it to the last minute. Now there's things No, actually, you know what? I leave it to the last minute. Even with editing, I leave it to the last minute, like, because I want a certain time so I can edit. So when I upload, I have the title sorted, I have the tag sorted, I have the description. But I leave it to the last minute, so it goes up late, the description's bad, and the tags are bad. So yeah, if you want something done, do it yourself. Oh my god. Like, I've said something, or I wanted to do something, even like peel carrots, and somehow they messed that up, and then I'm just like, you know what, I'll do it myself. It's great to have hands, but then when they do it wrong, it's just better to do it on your own. Just do stuff yourself. Just do it yourself. I can't, like, if you know how to do it yourself. Because when you try to ask for help, they just ruin everything, and it's ridiculous. I said this before with the whole writing thing and keeping them, but like, keep memories, have a memory box. I have a memory box. I have like my TY hoodie, I have my Italy hoodie, I have like a play that I done, I have my primary school hoodie, I have Knockadoon hoodies, I have like pictures, I have photo albums, I think I have like little toys as well, I have journals. Keep memory box if you don't want to journal. Save half of your wages, okay? I know people that are like, you should blow it the first thing, just blow that thing, don't matter. No, honey, it does matter, because when you're looking back and you're in some dire need of cash, you'll look back at your savings and you're like, I am so glad that I spent 50%, or even half to 50%, so that 50% you can't spend it whatever. That's like no money. Spend whatever you want, and then the extra stuff that you have, the extra cash that you have left, put that in the savings as well. Now, some people do 20%. I think it depends on how much money you're making and then what you're spending. Obviously, I'm a student. Well, first of all, I don't have a job. Second of all, when I do get a job, like, you know, this is my family house, so I won't need to pay rent, or if I do, like a small amount of rent. And, you know, I don't have a car, so I'll be paying for that. I don't have kids, so I won't be paying for that. You know, like all the adult stuff, I guess. I won't really need to worry about that, but it'd be good to have that extra money. So when I do worry about that adult stuff, I'll have a little bit of few bobs to help me. Learn to laugh at yourself. Honey, sometimes you just need a good laugh. Either that yourself or like the situation. Like, I remember there was this time, right? I think I was walking to school, and it was raining, and just everything was gone. I think I was like running late as well, and I was like, oh, I just can't. And I got to the point where I got splashed by a car, like a big puddle. Car went over, splashed, and I was just like, you know what? There's no point of me just moaning. I'm just gonna take my time, gonna laugh, because, and I felt so much better, because then I wasn't in bad mood. And like, I don't know, there's some serious stuff in life, but even then I think you need to laugh, because you'll end up going crazy. Like my nan always says, if I don't laugh, I'll cry, which is so true in situations. And it's like a little quote that my nanny always says, and she's like, what's meant for you won't pass you by. So when something I don't get, obviously not like, oh my god, I didn't get an expensive bag, or it's shoes, or it's like a job interview, or like whatever, stuff like that, that it's not meant for you, that what is meant for you will happen. And I think it's good for that, even if it's not true and blah blah blah. I think it's good to have that mindset, so you're not like, oh my god, this is so bad. Just be like, you know what, this is not meant for me, but it was a good experience, and you know, something else will be meant for me. I think things happen for a reason. That is my 19 things I have learned in 19 years. Oh my god, you think your girl is 19. Your girl is 19. Hello? Hello? Yeah, this was a difficult video to film, as my throat is absolutely killing me. This is the most I've talked. This is like nearly an hour of talking. Wow, that, like, what's in nearly 40 minutes goes fast. I'm going to sip one of my water and edit this video. So good luck. goodbye and peace to all you people, and I will see you with a brand new video next time on the channel.